Another win on Saturday, 3 wins from 3. What do you think of your team's performance?
I didn't think we played that well first half. I thought we were slow out the blocks, but then as the first half moved on, I thought we got a little bit better. But we still couldn't find a way through their team of defenders. Really, they had 10 behind the ball, which made it difficult. The pitch was very skiddy and the ball was often rolling out of play. It was a little bit windy, but we'd never managed to master the conditions. Whereas in the second half, it was a much improved performance by the players, and we didn't have that many chances, but it was one brilliant move that got us the win. And as we all know, a win is a win. 3 points is always special, and it's another 3 points that goes up on that scoreboard.
And 3 clean sheets in 3 games, something we've not seen for a while. Surely you must be delighted with how your whole team's defended.
Yeah, getting clean sheets is obviously not through luck. That's all the players working hard to protect our goal. We were disappointed to concede that goal against Wigan, which was a deflection. So that upset all of us really, because we worked very, very hard on the training pitch. And long may it continue.
I imagine that you take every game as it comes, but surely you must be getting excited now after a perfect start.
Yeah, well, I can understand where your line of thought. But if I'm perfectly honest with you, when we finished the game on Saturday, the players went outside straight away for their warm down. Then when they came in, they went straight in the ice baths. The players that hadn't played 90 minutes had to go out and train. And then they've got to eat the food. So straight away there was no joyous moments really. It was everybody shook hands, everybody gave each other a hug, and straight away you're on to the next game, and your mindset is on to the next game, and that is, I'm afraid, what it's like. Everybody expects you might be celebrating, but it really isn't like that.
So first 2 home games of the season, we've had Sweet Caroline on for both those games. What's the thinking behind that?
I was in a bar in Turkey, in a little beachside resort, waiting for the England game to come on, and a guy that I nicknamed Tommy the Turk was serving the food. I think he owned the place, and just 5 minutes before the England game, he turned up on unbelievable volume Sweet Caroline, and the place was packed with England supporters, including myself and my wife Lisa. We were both wearing our England shirts, of course, and everyone sort of stopped eating, and we all stood up, and every England fan, top of their voice, was singing Sweet Caroline, with Tommy the Turk leading at the front. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. I loved it. I loved every minute of it, and I said to them, and that'd be good. But, of course, when I came home, I didn't just choose it myself, because that would have been foolish. I asked several people, some people close to me within the club and around me at the club, if they thought it would be suitable and if they thought it would be okay. And once I got the thumbs up from them, then, of course, I had to make a decision. It's not perhaps everybody's cup of tea, but when you have to make the decisions I have to make, and the amount of songs that are out there that could have been the one, sometimes you've got to go with it and be proud. And I have done my research, I have asked people, and that's why we got to that song.
In terms of team news, are there any injuries in the squad?
Yep, we have got a couple of injuries, unfortunately. The people won't be able to play. I'm not going to go into the details of it today. The players that have been waiting to come into the team are now going to get their chance, and rightly so. They deserve an opportunity to play for their patience, and some players will come in now and start the game, and it certainly won't make us any weaker, that's for sure.
Would you be able to provide an update on Adrian? Of course, we all wish him well.
Adrian, he's had a very peaceful, quiet few days. My dog, Bill, the dash hound that never does anything he's told, is looking after Adrian. He sits on Adrian or lays on Adrian just about every day and barks at the top of his voice whenever he hears a word from anybody or a door or a car or anything. So Bill's been looking after Adrian. He's slowly getting better. He's been out this morning with my wife and my sister Julie for a coffee down in a local village not far from where we live. And it's his first steps out the door, really. So he ain't been out for long, but it's, I'd say, his first step forward.
And as for tomorrow, what do you expect from me and Everts Barrow?
Well, they'll be well organised, well coached, well drilled. They'll be hungry and fighting for everything, of course, as we all are. And for us, it's another tough game against a man that's an iconic figure at Chesterfield Football Club. So it's going to be a tough game. He'll have them all absolutely desperate to do well. Of course, everyone does when it's your old club. And I'm looking forward to seeing him before the game, to shake his hand, and most definitely afterwards, I'll be the first person to shake Ian Everts' hand.